Here's 5 reasons stopping you from losing weight. Once we figure out these roadblocks, I'm going to give you 5 actionable steps that you can implement to finally see the scale move, fit into your old clothes, but most importantly, put yourself in a healthier position and extend your lifespan. If you're new here, my name is Alex Mendoza. I'm an online fitness coach who help men just like yourself lose up to 50 to 100 pounds without having to follow restrictive diet plans or having to spend hours in the gym. Let's first dive into mindset because this is where everything starts. So here's a list of common bullshit excuses that I hear. I'll start tomorrow. Now, how many times have you said that to yourself? I'm sure you've watched hundreds of videos online, feeling motivated and inspired for a couple hours. Then you end up going back to your fridge, snacking on some food, or sitting on the couch watching a movie. Now, you know you need to do something, but for some reason, you continue to delay the process. I'm too busy. Everyone has 24 hours in a day. It's not because you're busy, it's because it's not a priority. If you want to, you will. And that's a problem. You need to shift that want to a need. You need to lose the weight. Now, you don't want to actually wait until you really need to lose the weight. And by that, I'm talking about type 2 diabetes, sleep apnea, medical conditions, and body aches to the point that it's causing you so much pain. Your life quality is suffering, it's affecting your wife, your family, your kids, and maybe even your performance at work. Is that really what you're waiting for? Now, some of you guys are already there. Do you really want to spend the rest of your life feeling like shit? And if you can dedicate over 40 hours working a job or focusing on growing your business, what's the point? Because let's break it down, right? Ultimately, money is here to make our life better. But by focusing your career, neglecting your health, it's actually making your life worse. At this point, you're just living to exist. Do you really want to live the rest of your life like that? Training 3 times a week, 1 hour per session is more than enough. You can't tell me that you don't have 3 hours to invest into yourself. I guarantee you that if you add up all the time that you spend sitting in your car before you enter the house, sitting on the toilet, scrolling through your phone, the time that you spend eating takeaway, watching movies, I guarantee that you will find at least 3 hours throughout the entire week. Now's not the right time. By relying on the perfect conditions to see results, you're always going to have to rely on the perfect environment to progress. But here's the reality, life doesn't fucking work like that. What happens when things go busy or things don't go as planned? Are you just going to go back to your old ways, your old habits, make your current situation even worse? When will it be the right time? When you're in the hospital bed, regretting when you didn't do something earlier? Eating healthy and coaches are just way too expensive. Now that's another common excuse that I hear. Life is always a trade-off. Whatever you don't pay with money, you pay with something else. And in this situation, you're paying with time and your life. Now tell me, how much do you actually value 1 year of your life? Because by spending money in the right places, a gym membership, healthy groceries, maybe even a coach, spending your money there will buy your life back. I know that a lot of you spend your money on dumb shit just to make life feel better. Alcohol, clothes, car repayments, haircuts, cigarettes, food. You can add up all that money and put it into better use. I hop on discovery calls all the time, and people always talk about the car repayments they have. And I'm like, dude, do you really need to buy that car? Make the right decisions for yourself. Think about your future. All these roadblocks are self-limiting beliefs. I want you to realize that you're in your current state because of your actions, your decisions, your priorities. And if your actions do not align with your goals, you are not going to go anywhere, and the morbid reality is your situation is going to get worse. So it's your choice. Keep going with the bullshit excuses or go do something about it. The last thing I want is for you to feel motivated and inspired after this video. I want you to actually get up and do something. Make a change, even if it's small. Just try. Now, once you fix your mindset, because that's the biggest roadblock for everyone, you're going to need to understand nutrition. And please, don't go to a doctor. They give you bullshit advice. I've spoken to so many overweight people who's visited doctors and they've just given them medication that they don't need. And more often than not, they actually just experience a bunch of side effects. Or they suggest you to follow some bullshit fad diet, like eating 1 meal a day, keto, carnivore, and overall just a restrictive lifestyle. You're going to feel tired, exhausted, your cognitive function will decrease, and your quality of life will just go down the drain. Yes, you will lose weight by doing this, but it's not going to be sustainable. You might do it for a couple months, maybe even a few years. But one day you're going to lose your mind and say, fuck this, and gain everything you lost back on. So instead, understand how calories and macros work. Understand how food works. I created a full guide teaching you what to eat, when to eat, how much to eat, and how to track what you're eating. Just click the link in the description below. Your diet needs to work with your lifestyle and your preferences. You need to be able to eat out with friends, family, co-workers. There's so many ways around this. I travel and I eat out 1 to 3 times a week. I love checking out different restaurants. I love pastries, I love cakes, I love cookies. And I'm still in good shape, and I get all my guys to do the same. They're happy, they see results, they keep their wives or girlfriends happy. They can enjoy ice cream with their kids, or even go to restaurants for client meetings. It really doesn't have to be restrictive. Now you can lose a ton of weight through proper nutrition, but by adding resistance training within the process, you can lose weight faster and build muscle along the way. So that when you do lose all that fat, you don't look soft, you don't look skinny, you don't look weak. And that's where a lot of people go wrong. You don't need to be spending hours just doing cardio. Simply doing 10,000 steps is a great place to start, and you can gradually increase it from there. 10,000 steps is equivalent to maybe 30 to 45 minutes of walking. And a common issue I see with a lot of men is that they try to do way too much, way too fast. They burn themselves out, or they do the wrong thing. See no results, then just give up. I'm sure you've been there before, so instead start with 3 times a week. Design a program that's versatile and equally distributes training volume. That way you can build a proportional body, but more importantly, give you the flexibility for when you get held up at work or you really can't make it to the gym. Adaptability is important, and training should be working with your life, not against it. It shouldn't be making it harder. You don't need to be doing bullshit training styles like F45. It'll just tire you out, it won't be sustainable, and you'll struggle to recover. 3 hours, 3 times a week, that's all you need to get started. Trust me, there's a reason our methods work. It's easy to follow, it's straightforward, it's enjoyable, you start to see results, and it becomes addicting. Up next, we have education. Now, I've worked with some guys who were in good shape back in the past. Some of them even lost weight on their own, but then gained it all back. Maybe you're going through this yourself. So here's the thing, you probably followed a fad diet, keto, carnivore, or maybe even 1 meal per day. Maybe life just happened, you have a lot more responsibilities, a lot more commitments, and that's creating a bit of friction, making the process more difficult for you. Work gets in the way, family gets in the way, kids get in the way. If you really understand how to manipulate food, how to optimize training, there are methods and strategies that will allow you to eat foods you actually enjoy eating, so that you don't have to miss out on quality time with friends or family, or maybe even meetings and events with coworkers or business partners. You need to have the right education so that you can craft a solution for whatever challenges you might go through. That way you can lose the weight, keep it off, and continue to lose more weight. Up next, we have information overload. There's a ton of videos out there, a ton of studies. One will say one thing, another one will say something different. So who do you listen to? Listen to whatever and whoever sounds practical and realistic. Everything else is a bullshit marketing scheme. I'll tell you the only thing that you need to know. To lose weight, you just need to be burning more than you're eating. Now, I can deep dive into the science behind it, but it's not even necessary. None of that really matters as long as you understand that you can't outwork a bad diet. Now, the real question is, how do I burn more calories than I'm eating forever? That's the biggest problem people have. There's no magic pill, no magic workout, no magic diet. It's all a bullshit marketing scheme. You need something that works for you. They don't know what your life looks like, what commitments you have, what resources you have access to. Just understand how food works, understand how training works, so you can create and follow a program that you love, that it's easy, that you can stick to, and you can do forever. Now, I'm sure you've said this a million times. I need motivation. Dude, look in the mirror. Look around you. Are you really happy with the person that you've become? That should be your motivator. If you run a business, do you look like a leader? If you have a family, are you the role model that you want to be? Are you really happy with the quality of your life? If your answer is no, that should be more than enough reason for you to get your ass up. But let me add to that. Here's a reality. You lack motivation because you lack results. You lack results because you lack practical and applicable information. So ultimately, what you need are practical steps that you can follow and that would work specifically for you. Now, I wish I can sit here and tell you exactly what you need to do, but all I can really do is give you generic advice because everyone is completely different. Now, the science behind the fat loss is the same, but it's the things in life that gets in the way and that makes it different from person to person. And what you need is to find ways to implement solutions, remove these roadblocks to make that process easier, realistic, and more sustainable for you. So if you really do need help, you're looking for clarity, accountability, structure, something that works specifically for you, click the link in the description, submit your application, and see if we're a good fit. Otherwise, please feel free to watch my YouTube videos, my Instagram reels, and don't even hesitate to just shoot me a message and ask a question. Let me know in the comments below what your biggest roadblock is, and let's find a solution to get rid of it. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more videos.